Hey, everybody, and welcome to the webinar today. We're going to be talking about everything that comes with influencer marketing and affiliate marketing and how to drive traffic on sales and other platforms and how that can benefit your Amazon channel. Today, I have a few different speakers with me. We had a couple last-minute cancellations, so it's just going to be myself, Mike Begg. I'm the CEO of AMZ Advisers. I'm going to be talking about how influencer marketing improves your Amazon marketing funnel from brand awareness to retargeting. We have Harvey with us, who's going to be talking about TikTok Shop for Amazon sellers. And finally, we have Julio Diaz, who's going to be talking about the journey after the sale from click to delivery. And after that, we'll have a quick Q&A session at the end. So I am going to go first. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And to do so, I'm going to share my screen quickly. Let's see. Slideshow. Perfect. So, as I briefly said in the introduction, we're going to be talking about how affiliate marketing or influencer marketing can improve your Amazon marketing funnel. I use the term affiliate, and I include influencers within affiliate because essentially, at the end of the day, anyone who is talking about your brand is an affiliate of your brand, and that's driving traffic for you to Amazon. Specifically, I'm going to talk about how influencer and affiliate marketing can drive more sales for your brand, how to get the most out of the traffic, because you're going to get a lot of traffic that doesn't convert. Conversion rates aren't going to be as high when you from affiliate and influencer marketing as they are going to be from just organic sales in the Amazon platform. So you really want to make sure that you're taking the most advantage of that traffic as possible. And then finally, things you need to consider about affiliate marketing. I'm the co-founder and CEO of AMZ Advisers. I originally started in consulting, then started my own marketing agency, AMZ Advisers, with two of my business partners. We've been doing this for 8+ years, and we originally started as sellers on the Amazon platform. Right now, we're managing about $20 million a year in advertising spend on Amazon, so we have a lot of different experience when it comes to marketing brands on Amazon. Again, the company is a advanced Amazon partner as well. So another thing to keep in mind if you're looking for help with growing your Amazon sales. So to start us off, the first thing to consider about affiliate marketing is that it is great for building brand awareness. When you have affiliates, be it publications, be it blogs, be it influencers, they're essentially increasing the awareness of your brand to people that may not have heard of your brand before. It's going to bring you to new diverse audiences, which can come to Amazon, increase your Amazon traffic, and then give you a variety of different options for re-engaging with them in the future. It also comes across, especially on the influencer side, as a real authentic endorsement of the product. Social proof is one thing that we always talk about on Amazon, and social proof being extremely important in the form of reviews. UGC content and influencer content is the same exact thing, except instead of a review on Amazon, it's an actual review of your product or a testament of your product on whatever channel that the consumer or that the shopper is finding you on. A good example of increasing brand awareness, and I'll kind of sum this all up at the end with everything that we're doing. But recently, we ran a campaign with one of the larger brands we work with. In about 2 days, we drove about 20,000 clicks to their Amazon listing using affiliate and social. So that's a significant amount of traffic. It's a significant people learning about your brand and coming to your brand page and discovering it. Now, obviously, the conversion rate on that was not as high as it would be if someone came to Amazon, was looking for your product. But we got so many more eyeballs, so much more brand awareness from that one campaign. It's going to allow us to do a lot of additional marketing as we move down the funnel. And that's what I'm going to talk about now a little bit. So brand awareness, we've talked about top of the funnel. Consideration is typically middle of the funnel. So why is influencer and affiliate marketing great in the middle of the funnel? Well, a lot of time influencers are educating consumers on the product features and benefits. They're helping consumers understand how to use products or how to get the most out of products. That could really help people that are in market or researching in the market make a decision on what product's best for them or what they should look into more. The content can also be a comparison against competitors, and it can show the benefits of your product over a competitor's product. So this is a great opportunity for you to differentiate your product from what else is on the market or what your competitors are offering, and a great way to influence consideration during the customer search process. And then finally, the honest reviews and tutorials that consumers or that influencers are creating on social media can also be leveraged on paid advertising. So you can use that for paid ads on TikTok, paid ads on Instagram, paid ads on a lot of different platforms. The videos themselves, if they're provided to you, can also be uploaded to Amazon itself. So it's another way for you to create product reviews from UGC content from people that are associated with the brand that are hopefully can leave you a good review and increase that consideration even further. Finally, affiliates also have a big influence on purchase decisions. The recommendations, we've talked about social proof already. The recommendations that the influencers and affiliates are making can have a significant impact on what product the consumer actually buys. Trusted voices and testimonials have a deep influence on buyer decisions. If you're purchasing something in a product or a category that you're not familiar with, you're more than likely to take the recommendation of someone else that has that experience or that has purchased in that category before and has more knowledge about it. So if someone recommends you to buy X product, you're more likely to buy that product if you have never purchased another product in that category before. Another great opportunity here is that we're actually driving traffic to Amazon. Now, I mentioned that conversion rates are going to be lower, but still our conversion rates that we see from affiliate traffic are actually still higher than what we see on Shopify websites. So you are still going to be generating more sales by pushing that traffic to Amazon through your influencer and affiliate marketing than you would be if you were pushing that traffic to Shopify or whatever other e-commerce platform per se. And now I've talked about conversion rates a few times. What we've seen on Amazon, and I think this is the general metric that Amazon says, is that conversion rates on average are about 8% on platform. What we've seen from affiliate traffic is that the conversion rate's about 4%. So it's about half as much or half as effective as it would be as someone going to Amazon and doing a search on Amazon. There's a few different reasons for that. People going to Amazon have higher purchase intent. People finding your product on Instagram or a blog or a publication are not necessarily ready to buy right now. So that explains a lot of the difference in conversions. But there are certain things that we can do to increase or enhance conversions. The first one would be on-page promotions. So offering discounts and promotions directly on the product page can help boost that conversion rate and get the most out of that traffic coming to your website or coming to your Amazon listing. Or the other one is special codes. It's very possible to give an influencer a promotional code to share with their audience that they can post on their channel, whatever platform it is. And then when the audience goes to the Amazon page, I can put in the code, redeem it that way. It makes it a little bit easier to track. You can also use Amazon attribution to deal with that. But the benefit here is it helps the audience of the influencers you're working with feel that they're getting a special deal or a special discount. And because it's a special discount offered exclusively to that audience, they're more than likely to buy. So that's another great use of enhancing conversion rates. And now the big thing that we really like is, as I mentioned before, we're getting all this traffic to Amazon. How do we take advantage of it? So there's a few different things that we look at trying to push brands to do once we've completed a campaign. And it's really focused on retargeting. So the first thing that we're going to focus on is using sponsored display and DSP. We really want to retarget views, remarketing on those two ad types to try to get people that have seen the product but not purchased to come back to the product page and potentially purchase the product then. Another great opportunity is brand tailored promotions on the Amazon platform. These are custom promotions for specific audience segments. So if you are targeting your promising customer segment with a brand tailored promotion of save 20% on the purchase, it's more than likely that engagement could lead to a conversion from a retargeting perspective. Subscribe and save for products that are consumables is also a great opportunity. What we like to offer is a coupon with a subscribe and save discount. And then as we run that through the DSP and the display campaigns, that coupon is actually going to show up on the product detail pages. So it's a great way to actually implement and drive more subscribe and save and more recurring revenue for your brand. Now, finally, the last thing I want to talk about, there's one more thing I want to talk about and then a case study. The data that we get is going to help us make better decisions in the types of affiliates and influencers we want to work with in the future. The key metrics that we're going to look at are going to be a variety of different things. We're going to look at click-through rates, we're going to look at conversion rates, and we're going to look at overall traffic. All of that's going to be beneficial in helping us determine which affiliates we want to engage with more, which influencers we want to engage with more. And the other thing that we need to consider here is using unique links through the Amazon attribution platform. So For each influencer, you want to use different links. You don't want to use the same links across influencers because that's essentially gonna make your data useless. You need to be able to attribute through Amazon attribution which channel is leading to more sales for your brand, and that's going to help you make better decisions when it comes to recruiting more affiliates in the future. And again, as I said, all of this data is going to help us improve and enhance our marketing efforts in the future. We're going to use all that data to get collaborating with the right influencers. There's a variety of ways that we do that. Whenever we're working with a brand on the affiliate side, the first thing that we do is we produce a brand brief. The brand brief we compile from a lot of the information that the brand is providing to us, like who their target customer is, what their avatar is, and all of that information is going to help us make better decisions on the influencers we want to work with. So that's a really good recommendation that I would make for you is identify who your customer is from whatever customer data you have, and then try to find influencers that have that same audience. That's going to be the biggest thing there. Long-term partnerships is another great example of collaborating with the right affiliate. Once we know which affiliates are driving the most traffic with the highest click-through rates and the highest conversion rates, we know that that's a really good potential for a long-term partnership. So we're really going to try to activate with them as many times as possible when it comes to link placements or posts or whatever other types of collaborations we can do. And then obviously setting contracts that are clear from the beginning, letting the affiliates know whether it's a paid placement, whether it's a CPA agreement, whatever it may be. There's different ways to work that from the negotiations that you're going to have with them. Just make sure it's all in writing from the beginning, and that's going to make things a lot easier for everybody. Finally, we want to go through a quick case study here. We launched a home goods brand on the affiliate side on Amazon recently, and what we did was we negotiated placements with a lot of different publications. One was CNN, one was New York Times, one was Vox Media. We also worked with Epoch Times and a few other publications. In general, we coordinated over 100 influencers as well for generating links to Amazon. And the results were, over a 2-day period, we sold $36,000 in sales. We generated 20,000 clicks. And now we're using all of those clicks in the remarketing side. So we're going to drive additional conversions out of that 20,000 people through the sponsored display, DSP, the coupon, and the brand tailored promotion. So all that's going to lead to more conversions and hopefully more loyal brand customers in the future. If you're looking for help with getting your affiliate marketing going on Amazon, you can scan the QR barcode here to learn more about it, and we can set up a call and discuss it in a little bit more detail. So I went through that fairly quickly. Next up, and just a reminder, if you have any questions, please submit them into the chat or the QA section. We'll get to those at the end of the presentation. Next up, Paul is going to be talking about TikTok Shop. So Paul, why don't you take it away?
There we go. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to rush through this. I really, really am. But basically, if we have any questions, pretty much everything here I've summarized from a long, long blog article on my website. So any questions about that, literally this answers everything and most questions. So the thing is right now, every Amazon seller should be using TikTok, not just TikTok, but TikTok Shop as well. Because, for example, let's say you're pushing content through from influencers on TikTok. That works, but you're paying about anywhere from $400 to $600 per video. Whereas with TikTok Shop, you're only really paying for a sample. And the biggest difference between TikTok Shop and just general TikTok is that TikTok Shop is built around TikTok Shop affiliates, and TikTok is built around influencers. The biggest difference there is affiliates know how to sell, whereas influencers know how to look pretty. And a lot of people don't like that, but it's true. Like, if I'm going to feed my family, I'm going to pick the person that knows how to make money, make sales. Whereas the influencer, a lot of the time, they just really, really create good content, but it doesn't actually perform really well. And one thing, biggest difference is a lot of Amazon brands, when they push traffic to their Amazon listing, they assume that all the traffic must be all the content must be really, really perfection. because Amazon sellers, we really try to aim for everything to make it perfect. Whereas TikTok, the more raw, the more ugly it is, the better it converts. So I'm gonna go over this really quickly. So the first thing for every Amazon seller, just create content as quickly as possible. Do not waste time on this. Just create content. And you have a few options. There's a TikTok Creator Marketplace, which is TikTok's own influencer database. It's free to use. You will pay the influencers, but still free to use. Then there's Join Brands, very good. Incense, very good. And if you want to just message us, we can create content for you as well. We've pushed probably 300 to 400 TikTok to Amazon campaigns, and right now we're juggling about 10 to 20 TikTok shops. So anything else, just let us know. But step one, just create content. But the main thing is, and I recommend everyone to do this. I've been doing this about 2, 3 years, and it always has a good effect. So with all the influencers I work with, the one commonality across all their videos, that one might do unboxing, one might do product review, so on and so forth, but they will always say, go buy on Amazon now. Just search brand name keyword. And that phrase appears across all the videos. And the reason I do this is because let's say you're the TikTok viewer and you actually watch the video, and then what I will do, I will retarget you. So you will see videos 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until they ended. So you'll be retargeted and see all those videos. But the only common thing across those videos is the brand name keyword. So if you sell kitchen knives, Top Chef, kitchen knives. Top Chef's your brand name, and kitchen knives are a keyword. It's important to have the brand name and plus the keyword, because if you just type kitchen knives, you will see all of Amazon. But if you just type your brand name first, then you will be top of those results. And that's a really big deal. And the main thing is TikTok users, they pretty much like lemmings. So I say that in every possible meaning. If people get offended, like it's true, it really is. But the thing is, the reason I say that is because if you work with all these affiliates and affiliates or influencers, and they create the content, you retarget the content and then push straight to Amazon. What's nice is the TikTok user sees 10 videos about your product, they think it's going viral. And a lot of the time, they will forget and not want to click on the link, but they will go to Amazon by default and search for the product. That's why the brand name keyword is so important, because every time you will see an increase in your branded search on Amazon. And what's quite nice is I love what Mark said, because he's spot on there. But you could even use your PPC campaigns to target the incoming traffic from TikTok, and that's huge. And I've seen a number of brands actually minimize their branded defense campaigns by just targeting the TikTok traffic that's coming in. So the next thing, every Amazon seller makes a mistake. They just use a normal link, the Amazon link. The problem with that, if you just click an Amazon link, and most users will be on their phone. So if you just click on the link or open up the Amazon or open up Amazon on the mobile browser, not the Amazon app. And if it opens up the mobile browser, you've lost 99% of the traffic. You really will, because most users are not logged into the mobile browser on Amazon. By the time they do log in, they will have lost the search criteria, the link they used originally. So rather use a deep link. What happens then is it opens up the Amazon app first and foremost, and then if they don't have the app, will open up the mobile browser. But pretty much everyone uses the Amazon app. So it's really good to use that because they're already logged into the app, and it minimizes the friction for them to buy. So always, always use that. And in terms of that, the only two I use are URL Genius and Genie.us. Those are the two best deep linking tools. URL Genius is free for the first 500, and Genie.us, I think, is like $10 a month, and it's a no-brainer. It really is. So the next step, you need to push organic and paid traffic. Now, with organic reach, your idea is, much like Mark said, work with a really big influencer, or not really big, but an influencer that has the right community, the right followers that you want to target. So work with them, create some really awesome content, and then there you go. But I do like organic reach, but what I don't like about it is I'm not in control. Like I want to be in control. I don't like waiting. I don't like relying on influencers to do their thing because um Mark might back me up here, but most influencers I work with let me down all the time. I've been doing this for years. They always let me down. And like it's ridiculous. Like just this morning, I had a call with a really big influencer and affiliate, and I've been trying to woo them for the past 6 weeks, and they're just they're ghosting me, and it's really painful. Even though I can help their business, but yeah, a lot of affiliates don't know how to run a business. They're quick to criticize you and how you run your business, but they're really hard to work with. So what I want to do is I want to boost all their content. What's nice about TikTok is that you run Spark ads. A Spark ads is, let's say, for example, I'm the influencer and you are the brand. What happens is any influencer that actually promotes your product on their own profile will give you the authorization code. And then you can use that code in your ads. And that's a Spark ad. What's nice about that is when people are scrolling their For You page on TikTok, they don't want to see a brand talking about their own products, but they won't mind if someone else that's not actually part of the brand talking about the brand. So what's nice is that comes across on their For You feed, and although it's sponsored, most people are unaware that is sponsored. So that's why it's so great to really retarget everyone, because the more you come across, the more they come across your brand in their newsfeed, the better it is for you. The Spark ads are the only ads that we actually run. It's been like 3 years now. We've tried all the ads on TikTok, and Spark ads are simply the best because it's genuine and it's authentic. And also, the influencers and affiliates, they love it because they're essentially getting free traffic to their profile, more followers, more views, more commission at their affiliates, and yeah, and then we get more sales. So it's one of the rare cases where it's a win-win situation. Then, this is the worst part, is that I've pushed 300 to 400 campaigns in the past few years straight from TikTok to Amazon, but the reporting aspect is the hardest. I don't know why, but for me, Amazon attribution, even through deep links, does not work with TikTok. I work with Euro Genius and Genie.us. I'm trying to work with this. I work with Carbon 6. We don't know, but everyone confirms doesn't make sense. Like, for example, I had one listing that had 10,000 clicks over a 4 week period. It has best sales period to date, but yet attribution reported 0 sales, which kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe the TikTok users were searching by default and actually going to searching by default and going to Amazon and searching there. It could be, but I don't know. It doesn't make sense. And like I've seen loads of clicks for attribution from TikTok just not working. So one thing to bear in mind, because also over here, here's another one. Um, we can see over here, here are all the deep link clicks. So that's the clicks that actually open up the Amazon app. So 3,215, and then and look over here. And what's funny is the clicks over here do not correlate correctly to the clicks by attribution reports. It's one of those weird things. I don't know why. I've actually spoken to Amazon about this, and as soon as I mentioned this is actually TikTok traffic, immediately they said, Paul, this is confidential. We cannot discuss this with you, even though I have all the data to back it up. They did not want to talk to me because they said anything with TikTok is just confidential. They don't want to talk about it. Then even over here, this post over here actually went viral, 2 million views, and there were no attribution sales reported. Even that, and even going viral doesn't mean you get loads of clicks. Like we only had like 2,600 clicks, but what's annoying is attribution just reported 0 sales. So I say to everyone, what you should do, still use attribution. I always use it, but I'd use it as like I use it as a metric that's nice to have. I always use it. I don't rely on it. The best metric to go for is your Amazon traffic. So what I always do is I measure intervals when TikTok ads or just influencer content was run compared to when it was not run. You can see over here, there's 3 different campaigns. And every time you can see with ads and with no ads, the difference between no ads and with ads, you can see the sessions, the page views, the orders, conversion rates, all increasing as a result of the TikTok traffic. The problem is attribution never reported any sales. So in the client's mind, it didn't work. But but if you look at his metrics, it does work. So when you're pushing traffic from TikTok, you need to take like a bird's eye view approach. How does this affect the brand overall, as opposed to one metric like attribution? And the next thing, always look at the Amazon search terms. So like I said earlier, I always use brand name keyword in all our videos because TikTok is a brand awareness platform. I have some brands that on TikTok shop never made a single sale on TikTok shop, yet their Amazon sales are increasing month on month. And the reason is because their brand is ideal for Amazon, but it's not really ideal for TikTok. So when people see on TikTok, they go search for it on Amazon. So they are seeing an increase in sales there. And also, what we do see as well over here, I blew out some of the data. You can see over here, the search results before ads and after ads are increasing. So more people are searching for it on Amazon as a factor of TikTok shop. And this is quite a good thing because TikTok right now is the only platform that can manipulate the Amazon search terms. The more videos you have on TikTok, the more, and if they're all saying the same term, like the brand name keyword, you will see that then trending and improving on the Amazon search terms. And then, so basically, I'm talking way too fast, but to everyone, for every Amazon seller, TikTok is the blue ocean. But you get to be the shark because right now, everyone's kind of scared of TikTok being banned, being closed, and so on and so forth. And so they've even seen the ad spend diminish month on month because of the imposing or supposed banning of TikTok. I love that because there's less people to play, so more results for us. But the problem is when you do these things, I would say 90% of Amazon sellers stop after one thing. The biggest problem with Amazon sellers is we all know one person that's gone viral, but we don't know a single person that's gone viral twice. That's one thing to bear in mind. If no one can go viral twice, then obviously it was just dumb luck. They went viral at least once. And that's the main thing. Not many Amazon brands are doing TikTok. That's why it's really, really a groundbreaking platform. And like what I do right now, all my brands, I'm trying to push them to do TikTok shop because they're creating really good content. And then we take that content and then use that content to push traffic straight to Amazon. So that one piece of content can be used for TikTok shop and for Amazon. And that's why it works well. And that's why TikTok is getting closer to like an omni-channel approach. And TikTok pretty much is the thing we need right now. So that's it from me. I spoke way too fast, but anything else, just let me know in the questions and happy to go over this in full detail.
Thank you for that, Paul. And you mentioned a lot of things that I talk about a lot too. Retargeting
Yeah.
is one of them.
I really loved what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, retargeting is a very big part of advertising, and it's a very big part of marketing when you're when you're focused on top of funnel, because the people aren't necessarily looking to buy. It's not like Amazon where sponsored products, they're finding it and they're buying it immediately. They're finding the product, and then you got to keep them finding the product with the retargeting. I think that's the big thing. And yes, influencers are also difficult to work with because
Impossible,
many
right?
times you send them inventory and they don't actually create any content. But
I
that's a
have a
different issue.
30%. I have a 30% ghost rate, meaning that 3% of the influencers I work with, I know at one stage of the relationship, they will ghost me. It feels like I'm in high school all over again, where I'm trying to talk to the hot girl, and she gives me a number, but never returns my call.
So that's a tough analogy to put out there.
Well, let me ask you something about TikTok real quick. What about how you like make that strong connection with the influencer? Because it's pretty hard. I mean, I know how it works, but do you have any advice for this? Or
so for TikTok, it's a quantity game. It really is. The more you contact, the better. Like, for example, last month we sent out 180,000 messages on the TikTok shop platform to affiliates. And what's crazy is sent out 180,000 and our reply rate was 0.5%.
Yeah.
That's how horrible it is, because these affiliates, they get between 50 to 60 messages on an average day. So they're the belle of the balls. They don't really care for your brand because they got so many in the back pockets.
It's really a
That's the main thing.
it's a volume game. That's the main
Mm.
thing, is you just got to be in touch with as many people as possible.
Wow. All right. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Julio, you're up now, so why don't you just take it away?
Yes, sure. Wow, you guys got a huge presentation. But let me share my screen. All right, here we are. And let me be big. All right, wait, give me 1 second. How can I like do it? All right, here we are. You looking into my screen? Yeah?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, got it. So today I'm gonna be talking about components of fulfillment and some of the process, okay? What happened after the click in a sales. So my name is Julio Diaz. I'm the CEO of iLogistics USA, company founded on 2018. To get an idea, I have like 7 years working with e-commerce brands, specializing on Shopify, most of them, okay? And so today, the component of the fulfillment, in my opinion, will be from the order processing, inventory management, the warehousing, the pick and pack, shipping, return management, and customer service, okay? I always tell to my clients right now, we're working with 500 plus active brands, all right, all over the world. So in my opinion, like really important of the fulfillment, it is, you know, like those 7 components that I put over there, in order to actually get an engagement from the brands and the person that buy, okay? Because as I don't know guys know, but the fulfillment center work with like rules, like SOPs, all right, manual of instruction. So in order to keep the essence of the brand, okay? In the case of iLogistics, we really care about that because we haven't seen growing brands from zero, from the scratch, all right, from like $1 million company right now. And one of the most important part of this is how the communication works in between, you know, like that brand, us, and the final client, because we basically focusing on actually like to give a right sense when they receive the order for don't get returns, right? People don't think about the logistics, but actually we have to have in mind that the logistics is one of the main key of the whole operation for any type of e-commerce businesses. Even though you guys use maybe they're doing fulfillment at home, okay, that's something possible. But if you want to scale, all right, one of the best things like is to really, you know, like get in touch with a fulfillment center. So another important thing is our, I guess, is in my second test. Oh, sorry. What system manage inventory in a fulfillment? Like inventory and fulfillment are managed by warehouse management system and enterprise resources for planning ERP systems, all right? In the case of iLogistics, we have a WMS, okay, that is actually giving live for all of those brands that they're based in Italy, in Germany, in Spain, in Argentina, whatever they look at, they are just working from home, all right? Like basically connecting with the system and handling, you know, like that final communication between the brand and the 3PL, and also a final communication between the 3PL and the Shopify. That basically means that it's going in automation, sending information such as the tracking numbers, such as the follow-up of the tracking numbers, right? Because our system actually track the order, where the order is going. So it's pretty important to, you know, like the brand owner of e-commerce owners that really know and follow up the step of their products in order to, once again, they start working in the back end, such as the email marketing or a strategy of promotion to keep buying the product, because that's a regular thing that we see in people from the same, like the same address, same person buying again and buying again. And that's the engagement that actually that's pretty important from the brand and the fulfillment, all right? It does not have to be a subscription box, because actually subscription box, there is people buying every single month. In this case, for example, one of our clients, they do sales cosmetics, right? For like products for girls and stuff. And now they open a new category, to say like that they're shipping out directly to salons, right? So they're sending like a B2B and then go moreover, but it's not just the product. They're sending stickers, you know, like, and how they handle all of that is basically by the WMS. Like they counted on each inventory, they track the low inventory, so they have to, you know, like they get an alert and they resend it out to us. So it's pretty important in a fulfillment center how the WMS works. And the best thing it will be for easy to use, because it's kind of complicated, right? And I'm gonna make an anecdote here. Like, we used to have a system like 4 years back, SAP. Wow, it was pretty hard to explain to clients how they handle their operation. So it was a really like kind of deep situation for my business, because people, they don't understand the system. So people know they prefer just to go. And like, that's pretty important how the management inventory is in a real time. And communication, that's also a key. I put actually this TikTok shop here connected with us, because that's actually no, is that the other point? But let's go first with that one. Sorry about that. How is order accurate ensured? Orders accuracy is ensured through automated inventory system, barcode, scanning, and quality control. I put in that into my presentation, because one of the key of us of how we handling the whole error situation of, like less inventory in one position, or let's say that the client counting with 100 products and it's not 100, it's not. So barcoding, scanning is the key. All right, we actually handle everything in like automatically with tablets and scanners every single time when we're picking. All right, they make sure that it's the right product. So that's actually one of the way that we assure that orders arrive with the right products. All right, pretty important. So actually there is clients or people that have a brand that they don't have even a barcode, right? I'm talking about people that are selling on mostly Shopify. All right, now they're opening in TikTok, as I told you, Paul, before the webinar. They're really, like always looking to increase their sales. And that's another thing of fulfillment that we help them to how they increase their sales. Okay, how we do? I mean, we connect with people as you guys, like Amazon experts and TikTok, because we have to give value to them. So working with a fulfillment center is not just pick and pack. It's more than that, because actually it's the value that we offer to them. If the client actually wants to grow, there is people that they just, no, I want to stay where I am. That's fine, all right? But the idea for us is to help them and to make that important part for when the last client receives the order, it doesn't have any mistake or I receive a wrong product or stuff like that. Our margin is like a really less than 0.01%, all right? Because of scanning and barcoding and everything, the only thing that can go wrong, the product have a wrong barcode and the manufacturer just got wrong, all right? And then we realize it, and it happens, right? So the other thing that I got in here, how can I post-sale process be improved? The post-sale is one of the most important part. I put it in here. Once again, people think like, well, just fulfillment center, just pick and pack and that's it. The post-sale is the most important part of people selling online, all right? Why? Because in our fulfillment center, actually we send gifts only for people that are currently buying to be alive with the client. Like, hey, when they're showing off a new product. So to be alert, hey, we got a new product in here, so we can, like send it out to you to try it out. Not all of the people do that, but if you want a really strong brand to really, like get connected with the client, with your clients, so you have to, like always the post sale, it will be really important about returns, how to automate the returns, how to control returns. It's really important. Once again, WMS have several things to how to track it, how you put in inventory, how you in the system, how you select which one is just a damage, so it's a loss for your thing, so you have to have it in a side. So it's pretty important how you streamline returns is the important thing, and automatically, right? My WMS actually give an access to get an idea to a portal for the client, so the client don't have to call us, don't have to email us. We try to automate their operation 98%, right? I don't go 100 because there is things that we cannot automate. Actually, that's everything that I got for my presentation today. Just general information of how a fulfillment works and what's the important thing of, like back of fulfillment, not just working with Amazon, because as everybody knows, Amazon is a fulfillment as well, but like external brands, like they're really selling a lot of our in TikTok and Shopify, building their own website. And also in my opinion, Amazon is pretty hard. So last step for them is like, hey, jumping into Amazon with really people that know how to work with PPC and stuff. And that's a thing that actually you know, like we're open also to help them, even though we send the product to Amazon, but our clients are selling. So that's the thing that I got today for you all guys.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Julio. And we do have a couple questions now, so we'll go over to those. The first question, I think this was for me based on my case study. So we generated $36,000 in sales and 20,000 clicks. What was the total cost to do that? It was about a 15% cost for us to do that. So on about $36,000 of sales, we spent about $5,400. And from there, that was about 800 conversions, got us to that 20K mark, or sorry, to that 36K mark. That's only, 800 conversions. That's 19,000 more people that I can retarget now. So the value is not only there on the initial sales, the value is there on what I'm actually going to drive from the additional retargeting beyond that. So it is pretty cost effective to run affiliate campaigns. Next question. How can I get UGC content at a fraction of the price for my Amazon brand? I think that's for you, Paul.
Sure thing. So basically, I'm very cheap. My wife tells me on a daily basis, like, yeah. So like, the issue is most Amazon sellers will hire an influencer. That works. That really is a good strategy. However, I don't want to pay a few $100s to an influencer and they still might actually go nowhere. So rather, I use TikTok Shop. I send out tons of samples. My average client will send out like probably about 500 samples at least a month. And of those 500 samples, we'll probably get about 400 videos. Of those 400 videos, we'll see what's best and then take those videos and actually send the best ones, rework it, repurpose it, and send it straight to Amazon. So instead of paying $400 to $500 per video, we just actually pay a sample. We give them a sample and then they create the video. And then if the video performs really well, you get sales in TikTok Shop and then double up and then point to Amazon.
Awesome. Thank you for that. The next question was, how can businesses improve their post-sale processes to enhance customer satisfaction? That's for you, Julio.
All right. So actually, how can I improve it? It's a really important question to ask. The post-sales, all right, as I mentioned before, is one of the most important part in order to actually your brand keep scaling, right? Giving the, for example, promotions into the email marketing for that person, because actually in the case of our WMS, we get data, all right, from the WMS, so you can use it for your benefits, all right? For example, if you want to promote another product, like use the same person that is like kind of retargeting, like the same people, okay, that already bought your product, so they're interested, because there is cosmetics. Cosmetics, one of the niches that I most love, because people should repeat it. The girls, like the girls buying a lot of cosmetics, and they just buy it again and buy it again. So when you want to, like the post-sale and you wanted to really get off of one product and whatever, is really just attention to them, like sending emails or sending letters, all right? Like we do send letters, like hand letters, like, hey, thank you for being part of our done. And so these details is gonna help for post-sale to people repeat it again, and also to refer you to somebody. Like, hey, look at that brand, because people, like they feel really nice when you say their names or you give something for them, like, oh wow, the brand's really into us. So that's the thing, that's the most important thing out of the post-sale.
Awesome. I think that's a great answer. Next question was, are you able to leverage Amazon Marketing Cloud in unique ways for affiliate or TikTok to Amazon strategies? I'm not 100% sure on that answer. I don't know if you have an answer, Paul, but my understanding is that you wouldn't be able to leverage it immediately, but with the retargeting that you can do with the DSP and display, you can then start getting it into Amazon Marketing Cloud, because Marketing Cloud only takes into consideration the actual clicks of Amazon ads, not traffic from other places. Is that this understanding you have, Paul?
Yeah, 100%. And like the thing is, like with TikTok, I never really trust the metrics from TikTok. So yeah, so if you can use DSP, the more the merrier. And I trust Amazon's own traffic more, or own reporting better than when you send traffic straight from TikTok. So yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. I don't really trust other platforms' traffic that much. Next question. What happens to listings that receive long-term traffic from TikTok, Paul?
Sure. So the main thing I've seen is that it's very hard to. Actually, let me restart. Most Amazon sellers, they will start off like maybe 1 or 2 weeks of aggressive TikTok promotions and then nothing. And the problem is that with Amazon sees a burst of traffic from TikTok and then nothing. Amazon wants to see that your listing brings in external traffic. They really do. So a burst of traffic is helpful for like a day or two, but long term, and I say long term, at least 3 months of traffic. The problem is it gets expensive because you're running TikTok ads, you're hiring influencers, so on and so forth. So only really the big brands do it, and something which all the big brands confirmed with me. They said they've spent 7 figures doing it, and they can see a result of their sales increasing on Amazon, but attribution just couldn't be trusted. Like attribution didn't say it, and that really comes down to your skill set as an Amazon seller, because you know if it's working, even if the data doesn't say that. But you can see your sales increasing, and you know if you're doing nothing and sales are increasing, it's probably TikTok, because a lot of times people will push TikTok traffic and then increase their PPC budgets and so on and so forth. So you really need to just not do anything and only do TikTok ads to see what the benefit is. And I recommend that. Try to do it a few months, at least 3, and then go from there.
And retarget. And retarget all of that traffic.
Always retarget. Yeah, always retarget.
That's the thing.
Awesome. Next question. What measures are taken to ensure order accuracy and prevent errors during fulfillment? Julio, that's for you.
Sorry, what's the question? Sorry.
What measures are taken to ensure order accuracy and prevent errors during fulfillment?
Okay, the measures, as I mentioned before, is really the scanning process. Okay, it's pretty important when we're doing the picking, scanning the product, sorry. When we go to the packaging station, we rescan it again, all right? And actually our system shows, hey, when the product is the right product, it's just moving to the package, all right? It's something that visually you see, but it moves from one stage to another stage. If something's wrong, the system automatically is gonna, like you pick the wrong product. But since the first pick, we make sure like we're scanning the right thing. That's how we make sure that we don't send any products in error.
Awesome. I think we have one more question. I think this is also for you, Paul. How can sellers use TikTok Shop and develop an omni-channel presence? Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, the main thing is with TikTok Shop, I think everyone should develop an omnipresence. The main thing is when you push videos out, make sure to say, oh, you can buy us on our website or say Amazon, whichever, and then give the links in the video. The problem with TikTok Shop is they only want one link that goes to their TikTok Shop. And what's really weird, I've run campaigns on TikTok ads. One campaign went straight to Amazon, other campaign went straight to TikTok Shop. And the crazy thing was the cost per click on the ads that went to TikTok Shop were 85 cents per click, which is kind of weird because the campaign that went straight to TikTok was 19 cents per click, which doesn't make sense because you're sending them off of the TikTok's platform, but it's cheaper than sending them to their own platform, TikTok Shop. So it's kind of weird like that. But I would recommend everyone to always do that, because the thing is, most brands I work with, we spend like $50 a day on TikTok ads. And that's $50 a day because TikTok ads are so cheap, can be anywhere between a few hundred to a bit more in clicks. So definitely always do that. Always try to push everything and make sure the client's aware. You can buy us on Amazon, or you can just buy us on TikTok Shop. And for omnichannel, if TikTok Shop won't allow you to include a link to Amazon, so just stay in the video, buy on TikTok Shop or buy on Amazon, and then you can literally make yourself cheaper on Amazon and more expensive on TikTok Shop purposely. So go buy on Amazon. Absolutely go ahead and do that, because it works as well. And what's crazy is right now on TikTok Shop, incentivized reviews are not against the rules. Whereas on Amazon, we know we can't do that. But back in the day, we could. And it was allowed until they said against the rules. But on TikTok Shop, you can. And the biggest problem with TikTok Shop is that when an affiliate sees your product, they will only promote your product if they know it's 5-star reviews and has loads of sales, because they have lots of sales and they know there's a good chance they're making commission off it. So, but the only problem is you need to get the ball rolling as soon as possible. So you might just buy your own product a few times and give yourself a 5-star review. It's not against the rules yet, because bear in mind, TikTok Shop is only 8 months old. So they're still learning everything as we are learning.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Paul. And thank you, Paul and Julio, for joining me today. We don't have any further questions right now. We hope you enjoyed the show today. And if anything comes up, feel free to contact any of us. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
You.
Take care.